Yes, we are. And give it a second to actually work its way through the tubes of the internet. You just want to scream at things. Okay, then. Sorry, I'm also trying to get the chat up on my iPad here. As it says that we're live, but it's not showing up. Yeah, no, it's one of those things where I have not gotten to sit down and tinker with. I haven't sat down and tinkered with this like I have with Vampire, and that's something else that will be forthcoming. Yeah, no, that's son of a. It's one of those things where I thought I had that sound turned off. All right. Okay, now that things are fixed. Good evening and welcome to Werewolf the Apocalypse, Blood and Silver. I am your storyteller, Dante. And gentlemen, if you would care to introduce yourselves. Folks, before we get started tonight, there is a little bit of housekeeping to do. Ash Basilica will be joining us later. He is running a little late this evening. But unfortunately, Buddy Goodboy Esquire has had to step away from the game. Seamus is not dead and will return at some point for one-shots and guest appearances. Buddy, unfortunately, just due to real life stuff going on, just did not have the time to devote to the game. We wish him the best, and we'll see him here. We'll see him here again sooner or later. Just so I can say it on air, Buddy, thank you so much for being with us for all this time. You're the one that gave me the swift kick in the ass I needed to actually get this going in the first place. So thank you again for being with us this whole time, for being with us up till now. In the meantime, those of you who have seen our sister game, Vampire Boston by Night, that is still ongoing. Right now, I think the plan is, some details still have to be worked out, is that we'll be alternating with Werewolf. Just because I can't run a game on both of my off nights. That is still ongoing. You may notice Vampire has a slightly more polished look than Werewolf does right now. There's still some tinkering to be done. After this story arc and the next one, Werewolf will be going on hiatus for a little while there's some retooling, and we'll be relaunching with the Season 2 after the next story arc. So, housekeeping is done. So let's return to New York. It's been all right. Hang on. Hang on. Let me tinker with it. Okay, can you guys speak? Okay. Okay, yeah, audio output.
Oh, never will I trust to speeches penned, nor to the motion of a schoolboy's tongue, nor another coming visit to my friend, nor woo and rhyme. It's been so long since I've done that one. Okay, Big Puppy Stewart can hear.
He might have heard me grumbling. Folks in the chat room, can you hear anyone but me? Oh god. Oh god, no. I would cut the delay entirely if I could, but Twitch won't let me do that. I'm working on it. Okay, let's see. Alright, give that another shot. Chat room, can you hear anyone but me? Son of a bitch.
You know, I just realized I have a house joke in my
Okay, I can hear Doc. I can hear myself now too.
Okay, am I echoing?
One second, let me turn off the stream now. Okay, so now I can only hear Discord.
Okay.
Okay, I think I got that fixed now.
Okay.
Okay.
That should be good.
Alright, so, apologies for the technical issues. Now, let's return to New York. It's been 2 days since you found those spirits of wasting disease at a gym servicing Wall Street magnates. In the meantime, ATM has found some things on surveillance cameras in the areas that he's relayed to you via encrypted text message while he is running an errand. But you also received a message from your packmate Seamus. He, on short notice, has had to leave the city on something of vital importance with his mentor, Michael Sings in Darkness. Evidently, Michael has an apprentice that went missing a while back, and he needs help to find him, as every Garu is needed for the sake of Gaia right now, so they can't afford to have this other young Galliard go missing. We now return to the Sept of the Green in Central Park.
Okay, so the last thing that Dingo and I were doing was we checked the telephone things and we got some poison needles or something that we stored away. Buddy and Doc got some, like...
We captured the spirit. We captured the spirit.
Yeah, but it was a power drink, right? Or it was a vending machine?
Yeah, it was a vending machine.
Well, they were hanging around some vending machines.
Okay. And we were going to research those, but we were heading off to the nightclub. We were just waiting for the cameras and the news reporters to all leave. Cameras and the cops to leave, basically, so that we could go investigate.
So, due to Buddy's departure, we're going to hand wave that. So,
hand wave what?
We're going to hand wave the departing for the club at the end of the last session due to Buddy's departure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we still need to do it, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Or
That's it. Basically, we're retconning the last 2 or 3 minutes of the last session.
Okay.
Right. So, back in the Sept of the Green, you have the information you've gathered thus far. You've got the encrypted text messages from ATM. Attached to them is a video of what appears to be a fairly slight person. Nothing, you can't really even make out gender just looking at the video. Just someone average height, average build, wearing a hoodie, tampering with the payphones that you and that Damien and Danny have been investigating.
Okay.
Okay.
So, are we able to have him track where this guy went, or not?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we didn't really get all that much information, which was why we were going to the nightclub.
Yeah.
As you're looking at the video, a news alert comes up on Danny's phone saying that there has been some sort of a attack at a club uptown, with Twitter alerts going everywhere talking about monsters running into the club, and it certainly has to be hysteria, right?
Well, it's not us.
Alright, so I think someone took Boozy's panel name a little too literally here and started a monkey knife fight.
So you guys gonna head for the club?
I'm a little confused. I mean, are we focusing on the information that we just got, or are we going to that other the last nightclub without the cameramen or the news reporters and the cops?
Like I
or are
said,
we going to this new one?
Like I said,
Yeah.
this is the only nightclub. Like I said, we're retconning the last 2 or 3 minutes of the last session.
Oh, no. You told us that there were. Oh, okay. So you had told us something completely different. You told us at the beginning of last session that there was a nightclub that had been attacked, and there was this other thing that we had heard about the gyms.
That there was a club in Anya's dream.
Oh, no. You said there was a club that had been attacked, and we said, okay, we're not going to go to it because the cops and the news reporters are there. We'll wait until after we've done this other location, and then we'll go to the other. So something had already happened. I think you changed the situation on us.
It's more as I'm having to rewrite for a player having...
Gotcha. Okay. That's what was confusing me so much, because it happened at the beginning of last session. Not the end of last session.
Yeah, like I said, remember, I'm right now compensating for one player running late and one having departed entirely.
Gotcha, okay.
So, requires some on-the-fly rewriting.
So, we're in the same situation as we were last time, which was we don't want to be there on the scene to get our pictures taken. We've already caused enough problems in New York. We were waiting until after the cops and the reporters all left.
Okay.
So why don't we do our research on what we got last time until... Because that'll also give us a chance for Ash to get here.
Okay. And you do also have the other things from Anya's dream. So...
Well, we've got the needles.
We've got the spirit. We've got the power drink or the vending machine stuff or whatever.
Yeah, because ATM was going to go and look into the surveillance on that as well. Do we have the ability to track the guy, backtrack the guy? 'Cause we're waiting on ATM, but would ATM have been able to backtrack the guy?
He could probably find He could probably find a way.
Okay, because that would be my next thought if we're waiting on this, is to go and backtrack where the guy came from, and maybe follow.
That's it. ATM could probably find a way, but you do still have the information from the dream that you had. Something in the sewers, and something about poison pills.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, I kind of knew what was going on, but okay. For those of you who haven't been listening to the Vampire Game, you should go listen to the Vampire Game. So, let's... Anya, your specialty is spirits. Why don't we deal with the spirit we've got on hand right now? Since we're waiting for ATM, why don't you interrogate the spirit?
I thought we already interrogated the spirit and we were hoping to go and get more. Yeah. The spirit wasn't particularly helpful or cooperative. We were going to go and hand it over to someone more skilled and experienced than Anya, because she is a relatively weak theurge compared to other members of the sect. And if all else failed, turn the spirit into a talon.
Right. Okay. I'm not exactly sure myself. Dante?
So you want to ask around and see if you can find a little bit more skilled theurge?
Yeah. I guess that's probably our best bet here.
All right.
I mean, either that or what can we do with the wasting spirit?
No, that should probably also be questioned.
What can we do with a wasting spirit?
The wasting spirit should probably be questioned.
Oh, I thought that's what we were doing.
Didn't we already question the wasting spirit?
No, you questioned a spirit that was hanging out in the weight room, who was an arrogant fuck.
That's okay. That's right. We just kind of snatched and grabbed the wasting spirit.
Yeah,
So,
the wasting spirit is. Yeah, the wasting spirit is just smash and grab.
See, that's what I was so confused about. Is which one are we trying to?
Yeah, I got that. I got that mixed up.
Okay.
Well then, so we have the wasting spirit. So I suppose. So are we all going for an adventure into? Are we all going into an adventure? Am I taking someone with me, or are you guys just gonna go and let me solo?
Wait. Well, the rest of us can't really help. We're not Thurges.
Yeah, but I can drag you with me if you have questions that I wouldn't think.
Oh, well, that's true. I mean, we can all go with you. By the way, Dante, before I forget, leave some shiny objects in the alleyways.
Alrighty.
Or Raccoon.
Alrighty. Raccoon is quite pleased with your keeping up with your offerings.
Okay, I guess so we're all going to go into the Umbra and question this spirit then. Okay.
Alright, let's,
Gnosis, well, we're in Central Park. What's the roll, sir?
We're going to say the gauntlet here is at a 6.
Okay, where is the stupid roll? We put all these rolls on our sheet. I know we did. I heard somebody else roll.
I rolled because I could.
Right.
3 successes.
Comes in with 3 successes. You work your way through the gauntlet. It feels, even in a place like Central Park, even with Cairn being there, it still feels sticky and grimy as you step through. But on the other side, there is Central Park and its spiritual glory. A teeming oasis of Gaian energy in the center of the weaver's webs and the worm's taint.
Okay. I rolled Gnosis, but it didn't roll.
Roll 20 really does hate
20.
you.
Roll 20 hates my guts. I'm gonna reload roll 20 real quick.
You need to offer chiminage to it.
Okay. Let us pop up my character. Character sheet. Gnosis. Mod is 0. Difficulty is 6. There we go. It just takes me a long time to cross over.
Right. Yeah, and Dingo messaged me. He just had to step away for a minute. He will be back. We'll be back in a minute. We're going to assume Danny stepped across just for sake of brevity.
Okay.
Okay, so I dragged Damien with me.
That works.
Right.
Yeah.
The wasting spirit has followed along, honestly afraid of you. It looks just weak and sickly. Spindly limbs and long fingers. Bald. If it were in the physical world, you would swear it was someone who had been on non-stop chemo for months if it weren't for the fact that its eyes are clearly not human. Deep pits, its eyes are as deep pits of black. What do you want with me? With me?
You're in the lead, Doc. This is all you. They pay much more attention to Thurges than they do to anybody else, so.
Okay, so out of character, I'm torn on the way to approach this because I am still not well, again, this is still my first game. Well, I've been playing Werewolf for all of a couple of months, and I think I have an idea of how things are, but I guess my question is would I have been able to tell if the spirits were, like, intentionally left there, or if it was something that formed naturally?
Not at a glance, not for someone of your skill and experience level.
Okay. So, I mean, I guess that's where to go and start, is, why were you...
This kind of spirit being in a gym would obviously kind of stand out to you as weird, though.
It seemed weird. That's why I was sort of asking, like, it doesn't seem like it would occur there normally, which is sort of where it's like, okay, so what were you doing at a place of vitality?
Right. It's just a good place to eat. Just a good place to eat ever since those guys put those needles in the machines. I mean, poked some people, gave them something, and it was just good eating. I mean, look at me. I said, I need what I can get.
Do I have... I've got a little bit of an intimidation, so I'm going to go, it's lying. Let me rip it apart. Make an intimidation roll on it?
Yeah. You're going to roll manipulation plus intimidation.
Can I physically intimidate it?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I'm physically there, so... yeah. So strength plus intimidation.
Yeah.
Assuming I find the dice rolls on my sheet. Oh, you know what? It cleared. No, that's combat. Where is the regular rolls? Because we had regular rolls on our sheet, didn't we?
Yeah.
Members, pack tactics, totem. I know we had like non-attack stuff on our sheet, and I'm just not seeing it. There's combat, rights and fetishes, gifts, forms. I am not finding it. Did they I wonder if they updated the sheets?
There you go.
Oh, there they are. There they are. I'm sorry. Okay, so the sheet just doesn't like me. Nothing likes me in Roll20.
Or you're just looking in the wrong place.
Possibly. I do not have it set up, so give me 1 second here.
Right.
This is intimidation. It would help if I could spell it right. Which I don't have as specialization, so that is strength plus intimidation. No mod. Difficulty?
We'll say difficulty of 5.
Okay. Difficulty. I will blow willpower. And go ahead and do the roll. If I can. Oh, okay, so 3 successes.
Right. No. Okay, so you're
physically intimidated. I'm gonna,
Yeah, you're bowing up on him, and
yeah,
you look like you're about to rip his head off.
Yeah.
I swear to God, that's all I know. It's just some guy in a hoodie came in after hours. We followed along with him because those needles, and we could smell it a mile off. We followed him in. He put him in, and we hung around. Figured there'd be some good eating, and yeah, there was. The others left with the guys that got infected. We were hoping someone else would get poked, that we could go with them.
How often did this guy in a hoodie come in?
Just the once. I think he met before he did the stuff inside. He messed with some bones too.
Messed with some bones?
Yeah, we knew that.
I mean, listen. I'm just doing what I'm here to do, what I'm created to do, and I can tell you what the guy looks like.
Well, that would be say something useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's short and black hair, really weird eye. His sunglasses fell off at one point. He had these, eyes that humans don't have. They're like little cat eye reptile things. But we followed him when we saw him. Some chick dropped him off in a car. He did his thing, and when he went to the end of the block, he got back in the car. Can I go now? I didn't do anything.
What kind of car?
Really nice one, I guess. I mean, I don't keep up with what's a nice car to humans. I just know it was a car. I mean, I guess it was nice.
So, out of character question. We can still talk to ATM telepathically, right?
Right.
Yes.
So, can we be forwarding this conversation and description of people to ATM so that he can start looking at security cameras to backtrack the guy?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
All right. So you're letting ATM know everything his spirit just told you, that this guy, black hair, weird eyes, in a hoodie, got dropped off at the end of the block, messed with some phones, messed with a vending machine, and then got back in a car.
Yep. And that there's some chick in the car, and if he could backtrack to where they backtrack them as best he can, let's so we can maybe get a location.
All right. So he kind of tells you back telepathically. It's like, okay, yeah, I'll be working on that. Shouldn't take long.
Does anyone else have any questions? Because I'm drawing a blank right now.
No, I don't. My character wouldn't know whether we got all the information out of it that we needed to get out of it. So, what do you want to do with it?
Well, does anyone have an urge to go and make a Talon out of this, or do we just let him go?
Well, I think he's here. Let's go ahead and make a Talon out of him. I mean, it's not really a punishment, but
we could make it a punishment.
You basically you'll use him later in the session on somebody.
Hey,
so yeah, go ahead and make him.
He's shivering and obviously afraid, but he knows there's not a whole lot he can do here.
So, at this point, can I start making a cursed bullet so that, you know...
Oh, that would be a nasty bullet. A wasted bullet?
Exactly! Now you know exactly what I'm thinking!
Yep.
Yes, that is a thing you can do.
Okay, I'm shoving him into a bullet then.
Alright.
This seems like a perfectly mutually agreeable relationship.
And by that you mean, bitch, do it or I kill you right now.
Yeah, basically. It's okay though.
It's the bullet or the Aaron.
Yes.
Alright. You're going to roll. You're going to roll wits plus rituals. And then do the little rite of talon making. At a difficulty of 7. You still there?
I'm still here.
Right. Yeah,
it just takes us a while to actually throw those dice into the...
Yeah.
Although, in this game, we do have the auto roller, don't we? We don't have that...
M2.
And 2 successes. It whines and moans a little, but eventually fades, and you can feel it in the bullet now. It's kind of sickly feeling when you touch it.
Alright, so that's going to be the first round in the chamber.
But you've got a revolver. You can, like...
No, I don't have a revolver.
Oh, you don't have a revolver. I was going to say, if you had a revolver, that would be gross. Just, like, pick what kind of bullet you want to throw at somebody.
I mean, that's kind of the end goal is I want a giant fuck-off revolver. She's supposed to be, like, the urban cowboy shaman. That's the character she's based off of.
It's just so weird for a lupus to be like that, though.
At the same time, though, kind of fantastic.
Yeah.
Folks, we have joining us now, Ash Basilica. Are you with us, Ash?
I am, and I wonder when you're ever going to get my name right.
I swear to God I will someday.
Ash Faliska, right?
Yeah. Thou iska. Very simple.
I am from Alabama. You're lucky I can read.
You know, it did mean I didn't have to read you myself.
All right. So, ATM, to catch you up.
Am I supposed to be broadcasting video, by the way, just to make sure?
It'd be nice if you would, but you don't have to.
Okay,
Right.
I actually see you on Roll20. I just don't see you on the stream yet.
Okay.
Yeah. ATM, just to catch you up, they have interrogated a wasting spirit that they picked up at that gym, and relayed the information to you that what sounds like the same guy that you picked up on the surveillance cameras last session. Sounds like the same guy, average build, black hair, wearing sunglasses at night, but when his sunglasses came off, he had just inhuman eyes. Was dropped off at the end of the block by a woman in a nice-looking car, and was picked up by the same woman a few minutes later at the other end of the block. And your pack mates are hoping that you could try and track the car down.
Is it a day ending in Y? That's like third grade here.
You know they're going to make me actually start drinking during these sessions.
Only if Big Bad says it's okay.
Don't look at me.
You're the alpha. Only if you say it's okay.
I make him drink.
Oh, okay.
You all
I
make
have
me drink.
I have driven him to drink several times. Or rather, just spilled his drink all over the place several times.
Yeah, that's happened.
Well, all right then. So they gave me the information they want me to track the car.
Right.
Sure. That'll be easy.
As with your ridiculous dice pool for this, we are going to hand wave it so we can try and make up for some lost time at the beginning of this session.
Sure.
You find
The average roll would have been an average of 12 successes.
is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
The plates come up as with the car having been stolen from a club uptown. Looks like a strip club called Showplace.
Well, that's not fun. So Uptown Showplace.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Traffic cams. How long ago was it reported stolen?
just 24 hours ago.
Oh, then the traffic and intersect cams will still have that data.
Yep.
All right, let's expand into those and see if I can find the car. Since we have the report time, let's look around that time in the data banks and see if we can find our car and find a brief description of who might have picked it up.
All right.
Well, don't we already have the time that they arrived at the place? Didn't we track? Yeah, I was going to say, because we found the guy tampering with the phones, right?
Right.
Yep.
So we have a pretty precise time to backtrack from.
Yeah, that was around 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so let's look at the traffic cams around between 2 and 3.
All right, and what are you looking for?
Well, our car that was stolen. And what stole it? Because who was never a question for us. It's always what.
Yeah. Okay. Looking through just reams of data with your various gifts, you find a surveillance video of the parking around Showplace, where a man and a woman. The man seems to match the description you've been given, and a woman, very short, very plain, but in a scandalously short skirt and a top that she really should not be wearing, are breaking into the car.
Okay.
All right.
As you continue to watch the old feed, you can see two other individuals come out of the club and high-five her. Both of them the video is in black and white, but they both seem to be covered in some kind of liquid. And one of them seems to have a vacant look in his eye, like he's just barely there. The other is a very, very handsome man who, if it wasn't for that liquid that he's covered in, would probably look very well dressed.
So what I'm hearing is I think we've also found the killers at the club.
Quite possibly.
Well, dear. This is going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I have a wasting bullet to put in someone.
Good. So I have clear shot to their faces, correct?
Right.
All right, so I'm going to do something on the lines of, now is where we get ridiculous.
Of course.
Permission Alpha and Beta, since I'm not in charge of this pack.
Well, I thought Anya had taken over.
I think you and Anya are still in charge, because I am obviously not. I am too loose of a cannon to be in charge of this thing.
Okay, so yeah, go forth and cause mayhem. I mean, that is what we do.
Okay.
Yeah, let's find these people and do our thing.
Okay. So,
I was gonna say though, we probably ought to get Danny another truck just in case.
yeah. Can you guys handle the truck? So Dante, what I'd like to do is I'd like to I'd like to put a piggyback tracer on the entire city's traffic cams, crosswalk cams, ATM cameras, anything that is internet connected and camera oriented. I'd like to run a facial recognition algorithm to track these people's faces.
All right. Even with your prodigious gifts, that's going to take a little bit of processing time to run through all that data.
Oh, no problem. I'm only setting the threshold at 70% as well to help reduce, it'll still produce some false positives, but I'm looking for those two faces together, which should help alleviate the burden of the data processing, and only on real-time current data. And I'm going to spend the Gnosis to turn my smartphone into a cyber realm supercomputer to handle this processing.
Okay, can you repeat that at half speed for those of us who don't literally live in their computer?
Funny, because I do.
I know.
So I'm going to spend a Gnosis to activate the gift, which will turn my cell phone into a cyber realm grade supercomputer.
All right.
And then begin processing the real-time data from all the cameras.
All right.
I'm looking for the two faces together, not independent of each other.
All right. While that's going, the news alert comes over Danny's phone again about the club that just had an incident, which seems to be the same one that you're looking for, Showplace. The name is finally mentioned in the news alert, and by the look of it, the police have finally left the scene.
So my character still doesn't drive, so I think that's Dingo and Ash are drivers.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't hear all of that.
Oh, I'm just waiting for our drivers to get together, because once Ash is done, then we can drive over.
Oh, I can take it with me. It's on my cell phone.
Okay.
That's why I used the gift to turn the cell phone into a supercomputer, so we could be mobile.
Gotcha. Okay. Anya, you all set and ready to go?
Oh, I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
Okay.
All right. Driving uptown, you finally come to not quite gaudy, but not classy either. Entrance to this club showplace. The police have left, and the press has trailed off. Probably something more horrific going on the other end of the island. The doors seem to be locked, and there's crime scene tape over the main door.
If nobody has I was going to say if nobody has a fast way in, but we have a fast way in, Danny.
Right.
Dingo.
Yeah.
Right.
You're our lockpick.
Yes. Shall I do something for you?
Don't drive a car through it.
Well, there's probably a back door.
Okay, so what's our fourth choice? Since the first three were different kinds of vehicles.
You have a gift called Open Seal. You can just open the back door for us.
Alrighty.
I could have sworn I set that up as a roll on your sheet, but apparently I didn't.
I was pretty sure you had, because we use you for that for a lot.
That's what I was kind of looking for, and
I could have sworn it was already on there.
I thought so too, but...
Evidently,
I see the dice pools, but I don't see something to just...
Right. Evidently not, so give me a moment to double check what the roll is.
Okay. Do you have the gift with all the text on it listed?
I
do not believe he does. Like
Persuasion, Open Seal, Desperate Strength, Urban Ward, and...
That is one thing I like about the Roll20 sheet, is I'm able to basically cut and paste the book and put it right into the gift, so we can just look it right up. I mean, that's been incredibly helpful for my vampire with all those stupid rituals and powers.
Okay. Let's breed gifts. There we go. Alright, it's just roll Gnosis versus the local gauntlet, so it's going to be roll Gnosis with a difficulty of 6, because I'm still being nice. Amongst the things that will be retooled for Season 2.
Well, we know what we're doing now, so...
Am I taking everybody through, or am I just going through... solo, sorry.
No, Danny's just opening the lock.
And then we were gonna go through the... I heard someone say go through the Umbra. Sorry, got a phone.
No. Not this time around.
Right. Oh, okay.
Alright, Danny, if you'll go to your character sheet and click the Gnosis button, and you're going to be rolling at a difficulty of 6. Dingo, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm looking at character sheet. Why is it? Is it under dice pools? Because
Here, I've got it. And Danny botches. So not only does the lock not open, but it may have actually somehow gone tighter.
Wait. Oh.
So the lock has now gone from.
Wait, why does he botch?
It was roll Gnosis versus the local gauntlet.
Right, and you said 6.
Yeah.
So he got 1 success and 1 failure.
No, according to this, he's got 0 successes.
Right. So he's got 0. That's a failure, not a botch, right?
Botch is a negative number, I thought.
Botch is negative.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so the lock just doesn't pop open.
It's like, as much as I love a botch as the next storyteller, that he didn't botch. So.
Alright, so.
Danny does, however, have some skills that he's picked up where he could actually manually pick the lock. Dingo, if you want to roll dexterity plus larceny, so it's going to be a total of 6. 6 dice at a difficulty of 6.
I was going to say, or we could just, go through the Umbra and pop out inside.
Yep, we can do exactly that.
So who wants to go with me through the Umbra?
Sure.
Right, and Danny rolls 3 successes on actually manually picking the lock, so it pops right open.
Okay, well, I guess we're not doing it my way then.
Let Danny have his one thing. He's really good at this.
Okay.
Alright. Going into the club, it looks like a horror movie just happened. There are bodies everywhere.
Wow. That's a little graphic image you might have wanted to warn the audience, but that's pretty awesome.
I will credit our research and Photoshop person at the end of the session.
I'm assuming the coroners have already been through and they're not just leaving bodies laying around in here.
The CSI people have been through. The coroner hasn't actually come to pick them up yet.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, great.
So there are just blood and bodies everywhere. It looks like a slasher movie just happened in here.
So what you're saying is it looks like my character just went through here.
Kinda, yeah.
Alright. So, let's go do a detect magic and detect worm. Sense magic, sense worm.
Alright.
And, while he is doing that...
Okay. You get 1 success on sense magic.
And I clicked the wrong button, so...
Yeah, you don't sense any magic about. Nothing. You get 3 successes on sense worm, and the place simply reeks of the corruptor.
Oh, lovely. Okay, so... Dante, I'm going to set myself up so I don't go full rage beast here.
Okay.
gifts. Not static. I want dynamic. So Muladhara and then Manipura. Oh no, just Muladhara. Okay, Muladhara. And I am attempting to calm myself down so I don't shit a brick because there's blood everywhere. Stamina plus rituals. Okay, I should already have the Muladhara on my sheet.
And it looks like a lot of people just died in a really horrific manner.
Okay, so it is two. It is two more difficult for me to frenzy now.
All right.
Okay, so after taking a few minutes to do that, now I will perception primal urge the room to figure out what was in here, who was in here. You know, being able to track them in the future, basically.
All right.
Now that I am less likely to frenzy all over the place thanks to all the blood and gore and tasty bits everywhere.
The forbidden red candy. It's everywhere.
Red candy. What is my difficulty?
We're going to say difficulty is 7 here.
Okay. Oh, okay. So perception primal urge.
All right. Just
4 sec.
looking at what's been done to these people, you can easily mark out that none of this was done with a knife. These were claws.
Okay.
These were big,
size, shape.
nasty claws.
Okay.
Claws that look disturbing. Claw marks that look disturbingly like a Garu has been through here.
Okay.
Sam, sounds like Sammy's back. Mr. Hate.
Yep. Boo.
Sounds like a perfect person to put a wasting bullet into, though. What? Am I wrong?
No, you're perfectly right.
Right. And you can get you can smell that Garu had been here, but it's two distinctly different individual scents. Both of them smell like your people, but wrong.
Oh, okay, let me go check my sheet, because I believe I know what these are in character. So, where did I put that on the sheet? My new knowledges. Ah, lore. No, I don't have actual lore worm. Because I was scared to take it, because I didn't know what you would do to me if I took it. So we know what black spiral dancers are, though, right? At this point, have we met one?
No, you actually haven't.
We haven't. We don't know what they are yet.
I mean, I'm sure that you've all heard stories during your rites of passage and during your own training. You've heard stories of what these things are, but you've never personally encountered one.
Okay, so I'll share with the party that these are possibly Garu of the Word. That's what we know.
So, what would go and give us more information about?
Taking that information to other lords. So let's take a look and see what we can find around here. As far as, I mean, the CSIs have already been through. We have to be careful not to touch the corpses so we don't get our shit all over the bodies before the coroner gets here, which we probably need to leave relatively soon. So let's hunt for stuff. Investigation, or can I just use that primal urge roll to look for?
Yeah, everyone roll perception plus investigation.
At difficulty?
I would say difficulty of 6.
Okay.
And Damien gets 1 success.
So, perception and investigation. Double check.
Right.
Well, the dice look like Anya tonight.
Yeah. Right. I see. Ash doesn't get any successes. Anya gets 4. And Danny, you're going to be rolling 3 dice at a difficulty of 6. You just use the standard roll button. Dingo, are you there? There he goes. And he gets no successes. Between Damien and Anya, you find some things here and there. Scrawled on one of the walls is, again, the same glyph that Anya saw in her dream. The urge worm of fear.
Okay.
And underneath one of the bodies, you can make out the edges of what looks like a Guy Fawkes mask drawn in blood.
Damn it, 4chan.
Just this moment, ATM gets a news alert on his phone that a hacker group has apparently taken responsibility for at least some of these strange goings on in the city right now, calling themselves Incognito and claiming that the things that have happened in the city in the last few days, poison aspirin, mysterious needles showing up, that the government, that all of this has happened before, and the government has been keeping it from you, but they're going to make sure that everyone knows what they should fear.
Okay.
ATM has some special friends now.
So let's make sure to blame Mita's. Oh no, PETA's already taken credit for it. Or we've forced credit on PETA for the Mita's murder stuff. So.
I do love that that's our battle cry now is Mita's murder.
Well, alright, so going down the list of horrible things we've done to people. Implanted sheep.exe on the Technocracy's mainframe. Burned down an entire portion of the meatpacking district.
Oh yeah, no, we've done a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Blown up a building in Midtown Manhattan.
But yeah, alright, from here. Alright. I feel like interrogating some people. Do you two feel like interrogating? Do you three feel like interrogating some people?
Well, I mean, we have nothing but dead bodies here, so.
Yes, but I have an alert on people who are taking responsibility.
Oh. I think. I think we need to know more. I think we need to go talk with Mother Larissa and the others.
Okay.
Because we don't know exactly what we're dealing with. I mean, just because we know the game doesn't mean our characters do, so.
Oh no, I'm more looking at some hackers are pissing me off.
Alright, so you're going to head back and talk to Mother Larissa and some of the other Geru and Sept?
I think that would be a good idea, yeah.
Alright. Returning to Central Park, the diminutive Metis who tipped you off about the cult on Central Park West quickly runs up to you. Fengi is, well, he doesn't look like he's bathed in the week, but he's a bone gnawer that's living in the park, so.
Okay.
Hey, guys, I don't know if you heard, but, like, shit happened, like a strip club up the island got ripped the fuck up. Shit's all over the news. Holy shit. Man, I've been there a couple of times, too. The girls weren't bad.
Wasn't us. We need to talk with Mother Larissa or Zoo.
Yeah, I think she's over. I think she's over by the lake. Yeah. I think I saw her over by the lake. Listen, this is fucked up. I mean, people are getting poisoned on aspirin and shit. Those two little Shadow Lord fucks that you had to run around with. They say there's shit down in the sewers and.
Great.
So, I mean, the stuff in the sewers, that kind of leads me to believe that that's where our next adventure is going to be, to go and track these things. Monsters in the sewers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So you're going to go talk to Mother Larissa?
Or Zoo, yeah, whoever is...
Right.
Yeah, Mother Larissa worked.
Alright, well...
Let's let her know what we found.
Yeah, Fingy said she was out by the lake. The apparent bag lady is quietly sitting on the edge of the lake, muttering to herself. You can't tell if she's actually mad like many elder theurges seem to be, or if she's putting on a show for the rubes. But, by God, she knows that you're walking towards her. So what's going on, dearies? You don't come to me unless there's trouble, so...
Oh, there's big trouble in River City. We have found marks of the Garu tainted with the worm in the club. And I'll have Doc, you tell her what you found.
The club that Fingy was just telling me about?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, dear. And Anya, dear, he said that you had something?
There were some pretty clear, was a fear worm symbol, I believe? I lost my cheat sheet now. It was a fear worm, right?
The urge worm of fear?
Yes, that one.
Hear me? Oh dear. And what did you find at the strip club, dears? I need to know everything.
Describe the scene. Describe what we smelled. The claw marks. Describe. The needles, the gym, all the stuff that we found so far.
Oh dear. Oh no. From what you're saying, the needles and coin return slots, that's a legend that's gone around this city before I've been around. Monsters in the sewers, and everyone's heard about the alligators. The strip club, that's new. Keep following whatever leads you come up with. I'll gather what packs I can and have them patrolling a little more intensely. Zoo won't like not having as many of us in the bond, but he'll deal with it. Find whatever's doing this. If humans start to panic, and this city could rip itself apart.
Right.
And with that, Larissa wanders off towards the Central Park Zoo to look for Zoo.
Okay. What are we going to do, guys?
Do we want to track down the sewer monster, or do we want to track the people down? Do we want to go and try and backtrack? Or do we want to go and follow where these people got out of the car after causing problems?
I think. Well, Ash is working on backtracking them. But, I mean, they did steal the car, so it's kind of hard to find them.
No, he's running it through facial recognition.
Oh, okay.
In active time.
Which you've gotten back one result.
How reliable?
It comes from the DMV. The other two individuals don't seem to be in the system. But the young man in the hoodie seems to be coming up with name of Steve Foster. No current address is listed, though.
Okay. Now, anything on the active cam feeds? Have they shown up anywhere in the last bit?
Not openly. Though the car was found ditched in Harlem.
Oh, that's not exactly helpful. Curious about this hacker group that seems to be saying that this is a government plot.
Right. So you're gonna troll Reddit and see if anyone's talking about it?
Yeah, why Reddit? We use the dark web for this. I for this line of investigation for that hacktivist group or claiming to be hacktivist group is really going to be just something that's not sure if it's actually going to get us anywhere, if they're just trying to chew on some scenery and get some attention.
Well, there's only one way to find out, is you're going to have to do the research on it.
I can do it if you guys give me a little bit of time.
Yeah.
If they're only human, this shouldn't be. If they're only human, this shouldn't be much effort. Give me a little bit.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
So ATM is going to be researching. Are you going to head into the sewers, or at least talk with the two Shadow Lords who are supposed to have been keeping an eye on things?
Okay. Why don't we see about getting some more information? Because I've been down in the sewers before, and they're not fun. There are lots of ways in and out. And like the last time we spent like a week planning an assault. So let's go talk with the Shadow Lords, but I don't think we can really assault them at this point. If there's something down there that's a wormy Garu, I don't think we should like run in head first. And I know Anya appreciates me saying I don't think we should run in head first.
I was gonna say, that's my job. You are stealing my thunder, good sir.
Well, after Damien's experience with these two young Lupus Shadow Lords, he may have learned some things.
Oh, were they the Lupus Shadow Lords? Tweedledum and Tweedledee?
Yeah, I believe they were Lupus.
I love them. They're so screwed up.
I get to miss all the fun of the sewers. Oh wait, this is a good idea.
Did I not post that story yet? I may not.
Yeah, we never got around to posting it due to me fighting tooth and nail with Obsidian Portal's formatting problems, which is something else that will be revised and dealt with for season 2.
Gotcha.
But no, so you're gonna go find Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
Well, I mean they're cubs, so who's in charge of them right now?
Nominally Zoo, but he's busy with other things.
Okay, I guess we should go chat with Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
Yeah. Wandering through the park, you find them hanging around a storm drain on the other side of the lake. Both of them looking very, very uncomfortable in human clothes, ripped up jeans, beaten up sneakers, and torn up t-shirts. And apparently bickering over some damn thing that they picked up somewhere. No, it's mine. I'm the one that found it. No, fuck you. It's mine. Who taught you that word?
Okay. Since my character already has a relationship with them, he's gonna walk up behind them and smack both of them on the back of the head at the same time again.
Yo, what the heck? Oh, it's you. It's him. Yeah, no, it's him. Didn't he kick our ass? Yeah.
Okay, I'll loom over the two of them just a little. Okay, you two. Misfits. Spill, what's going on in the sewers?
They're going back and forth, finishing each other's sentences. It would be creepy if they weren't so goofy. No, it's nothing big. We've killed a few more of the leeches down there, the ugly ones. But nothing huge. There's a few more alligators than there used to be. But
okay.
But no, yeah, we killed a bunch of the ugly ones down there, and only a few have shown up since we did our whole thing.
Well, I certainly hope they learned their lesson not to come near the park. But, so you, where did we see them disappear, guys? Where did we see the guys we think are Wormy Garu disappear?
The last that was seen of them was the guy in the hoodie being picked up by the girl in the stolen car.
Okay, so we don't really have a location for them. So we're not associating them with the sewers. We're just figuring that more stuff is going on in the sewers.
Yeah. The car was found ditched in Harlem. So.
Okay, so we don't actually. So these two wouldn't know about anything going on in the sewers. So I'm a little confused. Where are we hearing stuff is going on in the sewers?
From Anya's dream, and as Damien had heard, Tweedledee and Tweedledum had made a hobby of trying to keep an eye on the Nosferatu Warrens.
Oh, okay. So it's not the Nosferatu Warrens. It's not our little anarchs who didn't know better than to stay away from Central Park. So it's not around here, basically, is all we know.
Yeah, there's something in the sewers, and that someone is. These things are happening too closely together to not be somehow coordinated.
Okay, I'm going to tell Tweedledum and Tweedledee that I want them to take backup from now on in the sewers.
Yeah, sure, yes, sir. Hey, can we grab Fangy? Can we grab Fangy? He'd be great bait.
Which one is Fangy?
He's the short one. I think he's
I mean, out of character. Which one is Fangy?
The hyperactive Metis with dwarf. The hyperactive Metis dwarf.
Sure.
He stands 5 feet tall in Krynos.
I want you to take Candy and what was her name? The two African American stripper Black Furies. Also Cubs.
Is Candy still talking to us? No, I don't think so. Well, she's gonna have to.
I don't care if she isn't talking to, but she's going to from now on.
All right. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't go in by ourselves anymore.
Good. Okay,
can we use Fangy as bait?
Fangy is higher ranked than you two, right? Fangy is Cleoth?
Yeah.
Or Fostern?
Fostern,
so
actually.
You're going to listen to what Fangy tells you to do, aren't you, boys? Or am I going to have to smack you upside the back of the head again?
Yeah.
Smack.
Yeah. I mean, he is higher rank. He's Metis, though. He's a mule.
He's higher rank.
All right.
Shadow Lords. Okay, so let's. Has Ash found anything? Ash should be the next one up.
He has come up with what looks like mostly just people talking shit. Incognito looks like a whole new thing. There's some hints that there might be someone with some legit talent behind it, but It looks like mostly script kiddies who think that they're too edgy for anonymous.
Gotcha.
Just because I have a flair for the dramatic today. As me, I'm just going to start wiping the drive.
Just to be a prick?
I'm glad I didn't burn their motherboards.
Okay, then.
You're useless. Burn, 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 burn.
Okay, so ATM has, out of spite, wiped the hard drives of most of Incognito.
After also stealing all of their ATM numbers and bank accounts and draining them dry.
Oh my god.
At least the ones with bank accounts. Like I said, half of them are script kiddies that are in their edgy phase.
Of course, showing Incognito donates to PETA, who we've a terrorist organization.
Our wonderful chaos, the laughing dog.
Oh yeah.
I'm cackling in the van.
Okay. Doc? Doc? Did we lose Doc?
I'm not sure. Paging Dr. Wolverine. Paging Dr. Wolverine.
Sorry, I got a work call.
Okay, no, totally understandable. Do you need to step away, or is it wrapped?
Just finished up. I missed the last 6 minutes though.
Okay, so you just missed my twins comedy routine.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to be using Tweedledee and Tweedledum more, by the way. They're fun.
Oh, I love Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Thank you for that contribution to my NPC pool.
I gave you 10 NPCs there. There's a lot to choose from.
Yeah, no, they're just the ones that really jumped out at me.
And apparently PETA has gotten a couple $1,000s in donations from a terrorist organization.
Oh, God.
ATM just has no fucks to give.
Well, you already, pulled the whole sneakers bit where the Republican Party, got a giant... Or, no, the Donald Trump gave a giant donation to PETA or whatever, right?
Yeah. If there's mischief he will cause it.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen. I think that would be a good place for us to leave off tonight.
I think we're caught up to where we need to be so that we can assault the sewers or whatever next time, right?
Right.
Right.
Right. Folks, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I've been your storyteller, Dante. Gentlemen.
Hi, I'm Doc Wolverine.
I'm the Big Bad Wolf.
Dingo Tyranno.
Ash Velisca.
Thank you, gentlemen. If you keep an eye on our Twitter, Werewolf Roll 20, you'll be able to see up in-universe news and updates, along with when our next session will be. Like I said, we will be alternating Werewolf the Apocalypse and Vampire the Masquerade on this channel. So hopefully next week we will have a Vampire the Masquerade session for you. And in 2 weeks, hopefully, we will be back here with Werewolf the Apocalypse. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight, folks. Like I said, keep an eye on our in-game Twitter, Werewolf Roll 20, and check out our sister game, Vampire the Masquerade Boston by Night. The Twitter handle for that is at Boston_by. Folks, have a good night. Thanks for joining us. This has been Werewolf the Apocalypse, Blood and Silver. Good night.
Night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.